Hey you guys, just wanted to do a final, or I guess it's not final, there will be more stuff to come, but just a build video of what we did to the Ranger to get it out there. We kind of moved fast, didn't go over everything, so we cut and hollowed out the core support so that the radiator could fit inside of it, and then we used lower mounting spots that were on the core support to lower the radiator a little bit so that it fit inside of there. We cut it, we just tack welded it, still strong, but we eventually might put some plates that we can bolt in and out of there so that we can pull the motor if we need to, because it's a lot easier to pull it with the front end taken off. So we were able to put the front end on. The trans cooler was able to mount up back to its original spot. Pusher fan, puller fan, electric water pump that we got off of Amazon. Worked well, kept the truck at 200 degrees. Never got warmer than that during the burnout. If you saw in the video, Archie kind of just drove off right after because he didn't want to sit and let it get hot, or it shut down because the motor doesn't like to restart on hot starts, because since it was in a boat and it had limited room, I don't know if you can see it, it has a little bitty starter on it, but not the original big black starter, and so it doesn't do very well when there's more compression and the engine's hot and all that kind of stuff. So he didn't want it to shut down, so he just kind of rolled off. But so we got the electric water pump, and then we got down there, we wired in a Volvo electric power steering pump. Ignore the ground. We were having issues with the I don't remember if it was a distributor, but we were having issues and we didn't have time, so we threw a ground strap on it. Didn't want to have to make a new one, so we just wadded that one up. But we put the Volvo power steering pump in, hooked right up to the original rack, built custom headers for it. Didn't have time to put the silicone spray on the header wrap, so they're fading, but we have more. We're not sure what we're going to do with that. We might just leave it. It's not a big deal whether it's black or white. So our custom steering with Borgeson U-joints, we got that. We got the double cardan one down there. And then we have the Heim hiding in there to support it. And then we didn't have time, and we ran to Tractor Supply and got another Heim. We didn't have time to find a way to mount it because we were on the last day and we needed to get it done. So we welded one right here onto the headers. Works great. Power steering works awesome, but it's not the prettiest. So trying to decide what we're going to do with this thing. We might buy this motor from John so he can get another motor for his jet boat instead of pulling this one back out. And if we do that, he's taking from the carburetor up, so we'll lose the hood scoop. If we didn't have the hood scoop, the carburetor could sit down on the intake and we could put the hood back on, and it would be more of a sleeper. I mean, obviously it wouldn't sound like one, but it would look more like one. Not 100% sure what we want to do there, whether we get another scoop. We like the look of it. It's fun. Over the top, literally. And not sure what we're going to do. But we know that if we do buy the motor, that we are going to pull it out, do some bearings, get it freshened up so that it's nice and clean. Tow truck or dump truck using the driveway as a turnaround, but get it nice and freshened up so that we don't have any issues in the future with it. It's a wiring nightmare in here. Like I said, once again, it was a rush. So we got the ignition on a switch with a push button start. Keys only there for unlocking the steering wheel. We got a tack up there, gauges in the old AC hole, all the switchboard for our electric fans electric power steering pump, electric water pump, electric fuel pump, and the little lights inside here. And like I said, if we keep this truck, we'll redo all this wiring. It was just kind of get it out there. We didn't have very much time to build, and most of the build went towards getting the engine in. So got the, can't open the tailgate, got the fuel cell in there, did great. Thanks to Nick in the plumber's crack van, when we went out for test runs, which isn't something we showed, but the first time that we really whipped it around and sloshed the fuel, the truck shut off, started right back up, did it again, shut off again. We're like, what is going on? We didn't know if it was the regulator, didn't know if fuel was sloshing around the tank. He came up and he's like, hey, I had that same issue. Move your floats all the way up until they're about to come out of the vents. And we did that, went out for another test run, did absolutely perfect, and we ran it like that. Definitely saved our burnout. A, that they gave us a chance to do test runs, and B, that, you know, Nick gave us a heads up and was like, hey, this is what you need to do. So that's that. Like I said, you know, we're not quite sure what we want to do. There's not a lot of events around us, so we're gonna have to be traveling, which is why we're back working on the bus. But we definitely plan on doing some more events with it, whether it, you know, turns into a drag truck or stays a burnout truck or whatever, but we'll do something fun with it. Another truck turning around in our driveway. It's not supposed to be in here. It's fun when you live and there's no other turnarounds on the street. They think that your yard is an ample turnaround space. So do a little tour of the bus. I have a lot of videos I need to post. I think the last time the roof wasn't here, the spray foam wasn't here. I got behind on videos with all of our projects, and so I'm going to do an update video, and then eventually one day I might post the videos on how we got here. So we spray foamed the entire roof. We put this thin board on top of the spray foam, and then we used individual planks and we put them all together and made the roof. We recessed our little LED lights into the ceiling, and we've done all of the framing for the windows. We plan to keep all the windows except for the one behind the shower, and we're going to tint out the one in the bathroom. So, but other than that, we want everything to function. We will tint them, but not completely. So we got the cement board in for the shower with the shower pan down there, and we're gonna put a piece of stainless up here to cover that so we can remove it. We got to seal it, you know, do the fill all the cracks with sealant so that we can then grout it and tile it. We have the vanity. It's the vanity for the bathroom. Our cabinets will be something similar to that color. Our toilet is going to be right there. We have all the pocket doors in, so we technically have walls. This board fell, but we got to re-glue it and find a little bit better nails. We just use brad nails, and when we drive the bus around, sometimes it shifts them. So we got the bunk beds built. They're very sturdy. Shouldn't have any issues holding anybody up. Well, we've all laid on them and nothing has happened. So we got the bed in. We're gonna do cabinets up top up there, and then the freshwater tank will be under here, and most of the electrical will be under there. And then there's the pocket door. They're screwed open right now, so can't close them. But then our fridge came in on Monday. We're gonna build it up on a pedestal to get it a little bit closer to the roof, and then put a cabinet above it, but we're gonna put it on a pedestal so we don't have to bend down so far to get stuff out of the bottom, especially because we're gonna have a cabinet right there, so it'll just make it a little bit easier. And the sink is gonna go on a corner cabinet. We still have to cut these down. We're going to cut the backs down on them, move it down, have them reupholstered. We like these seats because they can fold up. We're going to put them on each side of the door, and that way we can still use that door to move stuff in and out, or use it if it's a nice day and we want to, you know, use the wheelchair lift as a set of stairs to get out instead of using that door, especially if people up here want to chill, because there will be a couch here that'll fold out. There'll be a wall-mounted TV there. So that's where we're at on this. We got a lot of work to do on it. It's a very big project. I mean, obviously all the plumbing, the tanks, finishing out building it, cabinets are next, floor will be last. We kept the rubber floor. A lot of people rip it out and put a different floor, like different type of floor underneath here, but we kept it, one, for sound insulation, and two, it's really hard to rip up. So we just kept it the easy way. We'll put, you know, a layer of padding down on top of it so you won't be able to feel all these rails. In order to get the rails out, you got to cut the floor and then get the plywood out and then cut these off the rails and then put everything back. Really long project that we weren't trying to get into. So that's where it's at. Y'all keep watching for videos on this. Like I said, I'm probably eventually might post, you know, the videos of us doing the roof and the spray foam and all that kind of stuff. I haven't taken a lot of videos of the build out just because it's been in a lot of increments. We just kind of spend a few minutes here and a few minutes there putting it together, but it's where we're at. The truck's sitting out here. Let us know what kind of content y'all want to see. Maybe something with the two-door Yukon. I want to build a drift car and get some drift training, and he likes the burnout and the go fast. I like the technical stuff, so I want to get into drifting. Something that we might eventually do. He's got his Tahoe out there. That thing needs to be, the exhaust needs to be fixed so we can get that back rolling without it sounding terrible. But lots of projects, lots of stuff to do, but let us know. Y'all, you know, we appreciate everything. Go back out here. We appreciate everything that, you know, y'all do supporting our channel, leaving us comments, letting us know that you like what we're doing. Keep that up. Oh, I did forget to show you one thing that we got at the burnout, Anley mullets. So we asked whoever we could find to sign the roll pan on this thing. We got Derek, he signed it at the Danger Ranger. Maddie, Wyatt from Boosted Boys, Amelia Hartford, Brian Deegan, Freiberger, Kyle from Boosted Boys, Brad from PFI Speed, or Brent, sorry. Haley Deegan is there. And then up there is Jamie from PFI Speed. What else do we got? This is Jason Dixon, Dr. Tunamal, Nick Lateau from the Burnout Van, Nick Savage. This is Blake Wilkie, Side Blog, KSR Kevin. We didn't get the Cletus crew, but they were super busy. So our plan is to cut the roll pan off and put like a bar there in case we do wall taps and stuff anyway. So we'll cut it off and we'll take it to the next event we go to with them and see if they can sign it and fill it out, and then we'll put it on the wall. So, but anyway, I digress. Back to what I was saying. Y'all be sure to like, subscribe, help us grow our channel so that we can keep doing stuff like this. We appreciate, you know, y'all getting us to where we're at, and we're just trying to grow, get some fun stuff. So comment below, let us know what stuff you want to see, what kind of content interests y'all, so that we can do more of it and grow our channel and have some fun. So y'all have a good one.